Childhood is such a magical time in our lives. A time when you see everything around you with rose colored eyes and there's wonder in everything, curiosity in everything. When we grow up, we often try to connect with our inner child in hopes of connecting with that free spirited energy once again. You know, the feeling that makes you feel alive. Spiritual gurus say that when you have children in your life, it is time for you to become a student again, to let go of any ideas that you have on how to be or who to be, and just observe. Observe the flow of life and learn. We often are the happiest when we are around kids doing stupid, silly things which we normally would never in our routine lives. So why is it that we see that impressionable phase of lives of the children around us being brainwashed? We live in a time where exposure to the entire world is at the fingertips of a youth. One, through smart little devices we call phones, where once we were taught to take the first step to go to the second on a flight of stairs, the kids today are riding the elevators. Take a step back to evaluate the effect that would have on their brains. They are being exposed to opinions of the entire world all at once, starting at such nubile ages. The influencer culture we are witnessing is driving the movement of consumerization of children. Everyone is on social media, and being in a space where people have so much power gives them a big platform to influence too. You would see 7-year-olds today demanding for all the things with big labels because the kids living in hype house all use it and endorse it in their videos, or they would want to buy the new merch every other month the second it comes out. It just doesn't stop at that. For example, I see my nephews and nieces on their phones all day long playing video games or watching TV. They want to buy digital in-app purchases in the video games which have no inherent value but carry a style symbol among the peers they're surrounded by. They watch their idols subliminally endorsing products, and that takes a seed in a child's brain. Child development studies have shown us that up until the age of 3 is when much of a child's brain is formed, and until the age of 7, they are the most impressionable to be molded into whatever they are exposed to. And having such information has given marketers the free reins to exploit the developmental stage of the lives of the future. The seeds get planted, and we don't even realize it. We are living in such a time where consumption is normalized because that idea starts very young. So what do we do to prevent the over-influencing of innocence of our children? It would be wrong to say to stay stuck in the mindset that belongs to a time that is not resonant anymore. What we require is to live consciously, seeing the reality for what it is and then refusing to conform to the norm. Most of the times we don't even see the problem, and when we do, we think that creating such a change would be a lot of work and that we wouldn't know where to start. But the good thing is, there are resources out there that are actively trying to educate people on spotting these issues and helping them create a new and sustainable reality. Website Doing Good Together is one of the major leading organizations that help educate parents on how to do so. They organize events, connect fellow members, and teach the values of humanity and community to the people willing to listen. In the research article, a review on impact of socialization agents in breeding consumerism among children, the author makes a stark observation into how the dual income urban parenting leaves kids to their own devices to spend their time without any supervision. And that is the window of opportunity for them to be influenced towards consumerism. Parents feel guilty of not giving their children enough time, so they compensate that by giving into their demands, often unreasonable, that keeps fueling the negative cycle of consuming without thought. So clearly, there is a need for equilibrium to be found and established in modern-day parenting. Having careers is an important aspect of life, but managing that to make sure that the child is not consuming negative influences is also very important. I guess if you are to leave this discussion, it would have to be with a question. At what cost would we stop and think about the trajectory of our little ones?